Hello, hello. Testing, testing. We are live now. I know. How is everyone? Yes, we are so back. Hey, and guess who's here? I know. Yay. I hope you all missed us. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've had a live stream. Yes. Yeah. But now that Reality Reboot has been launched, we are back to our regular scheduled content and live streams and hopefully contests. So it's gonna be a fun year next year. Well, actually starting now. Yes, fun end of year. Cool. So we'll wait for a few minutes and then just for everybody to come in and then we can start. We can start. Let's see. Oh, um, Emily, I think some people are having a hard time hearing you. I know. You might just need to speak a little. I can hear you. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Check, check. Let me check something. Oh, okay. I think it might be something on my side actually. Interesting. Okay. Can you, Andrew, Emily, can you guys speak?
Hello.
Hello. Can
How,
you guys hear?
how's it going?
Can you hear us?
Yes, yes. Okay, cool, great. Good thing we waited a
Wow,
little bit
nice.
because yes, yay! Great. There's always
Uh,
something going on.
Great work.
we're a little rusty at this. It's been a few
I
months.
know, it's been a
Cool.
few months. Oh, cool. Yes. Yay. Thank you, everyone. All right. So, with that, let's begin the stream. So, hello, everyone. Again, it's been a while. We are multi streaming from both Twitch and YouTube. We have several members of our team in the chat. We have Aditya, who's moderating on Twitch, Sempe Drago on YouTube, and then we have a new team member joining us, Maddie, who's in and out of the chat on both platforms. So for those who are new here to the stream, my name is Emily. I'm one of the Emilys here at the company. I lead our marketing campaigns and making sure everything goes out smoothly, which includes the launch of Reality Reboot, right? Uh, cool. So with that, let's introduce the rest of the team here. First, we got Andrew.
Hi, my name's Andrew. I'm the original game designer on Zelda Singularity. I've been working on this thing now for I think 7 years, and I'm one of the main reasons we decided to do the reality reboot and redesign some of the primary simulation. So I'll
Yeah,
be talking
yeah.
about that today.
Yep, and Andrew is also known as Lunch on Discord and
Oh
our
yeah,
several
yeah,
socials. So this is Lunch
yeah.
himself.
I'm the lunch in computer lunch. For those who don't know, computer lunch is the name of the studio, but Zelda Singularity is our main game.
Yep, yep.
I know we've gotten quite a few requests from players in the past saying, "Where's Andrew? He
Yeah.
used to be on the streams. Can we get him back?" So this one's for you guys. Hopefully
Yeah,
you're
Yeah.
watching.
yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. And then Emily, you want to introduce yourself? So we got the other Emily here.
Yes, I'm the other Emily on the marketing team. I am Emi. Hello. If you are a longtime viewer of the stream, you're probably familiar with me. I've done social media management, though I'm passing that baton to Maddie at this time, and she's been a great help with Reality Reboot. You may have noticed our social game has been up lately, but I've been working really hard on the Reality Reboot branding. I made the trailer, if you saw the trailer. And I also did a lot of content writing and research for some of the content in Reality Reboot, which we'll be showing you today.
Yeah, yeah. So if you haven't seen the trailer, you should really watch it. It's a banger. It's our best trailer yet. The music is amazing. The pacing is beautiful. So you should definitely see it. So with that, before we start heading into the stream, I'd just like to have everybody know there are actually two Darwinium codes that we are giving out today, accompanied by a Q&A. So it'll happen in the middle of the stream and then towards the end of the stream. So keep watching to get some of these Darwinium code goodness. Cool. So with that, let's talk about Reality Reboot. So what is it? What is this big thing that has come out?
Yeah, so Reality Reboot. So we've been working on this for about a year now. We started last year around this time, and we had the goal to kind of reinvigorate the primary simulation, which was where the game all started about 6 years ago. So why did we do this thing? The game came out a long time ago, and when we originally made the game, we wanted to tell the story of the evolution of life on Earth and kind of where human civilization could go, and we started that with what we called the primary simulation. Um, that turned out to be kind of a success. Like it was popular enough where we could keep building on top of it. So we added the dinosaurs and then outer space, and then a few years later we added the explore events to explore different topics. But because we'd never really designed the primary simulation with all that in mind, there were some problems with the economy that prevented us to add more content to the game. And there were still a few more things from the primary simulation that we wanted to explore. There were a lot of animals that were still missing from the journey, and then we also had more of the human civilization story that we wanted to tell. And when we had tried to update it in the past, we ran into problems where the game would go super fast for some players because they've been playing a lot, and it would go super slow for other players. So it was really, really hard for us to balance the economy. And we were also running into kind of walls in the numbers. Like we couldn't make the economy like keep going up because we ran into some barriers there on the number side. So we had wanted to like kind of fix these things for many years, and I think there were a few attempts for us to actually fix the economy that only did okay. Like we actually sometimes broke it more, sometimes ran into issues. I think a long time ago we would introduce an animal and it would explode the economy in one way, which broke it in another. So we kind of had this problem that we wanted to address, and at the same time we uh, and we had tried it ourselves to fix it basically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
In the chat, like people are even talking about what some of those animals were, and so far, like there's been really good feedback about this new update, Reality Reboot.
Nice. We love to see
so
it.
yeah, so we had tried, and I guess I'll share my screen in a little bit, Emily. But we had
Yeah.
tried to do this on our own, and we were struggling to tune the economy. It's just like a lot of numbers and balancing, but it's surprisingly difficult when you have a game as large as ours with all the different animals and generators and research stuff. So our head moderator, Adidia. So if you guys are from the Discord, you might have seen Adidia. Adidia's been with us for many years, kind of leads the community. Adidia, every Monday morning, the team. Let me show a picture. Emily,
Yeah,
am I sharing
yeah.
my screen or no?
Yes, we will share your
Oh, I
screen
am. Okay.
now. So
So
there we
this.
go.
Okay. So this is a. Okay. So this is just. Oops. This is. Okay. So this is a picture of when our team launched the Reality Reboot. Again, we were working on this for like a while, and this is. Okay. That's not.
You might need to double click that actually, and then
That is a good
yes,
idea.
there we
Okay.
go.
Okay. So there's a few people that are missing, but this is when we released it earlier this week. So we were all like, yeah, we did it. A lot of the team is in New York City, but then we also work on Zoom also. So this is kind of the crew, and you can see Emily and Emily's over, another Emily's over there.
Yeah.
But
All of us
but
are
who you can't see
celebrating.
actually. Well, who you can't see actually is Adidia. So Adidia was not on this call, but Adidia basically he's our head mod, and he found our game many years ago. But Adidia was like, "Oh, you guys should play this other game called Sci-Fi. It's by this studio named Octacube, and and we were like, okay, we'll check it out later. And then a few months later, he brought it up. He's like, no, this is like my favorite game. It's sci-fi, and we're thinking like, wait a minute, Zelda Singularity is supposed to be your favorite game. This is other game you really like. So we learned a little bit more about that game, and then eventually like we got around to playing it. And so sci-fi is this game. It's actually only on Android. It's kind of a weird game, but this is Cell's Incremental Fact. It's funny because the name is also Cell, but Cell's Incremental Factory just had some really interesting idle mechanics. And one thing we really liked about it was the prestige system. So this is a different game, but this is what their like basically prestige layer looks like. And they just had so many upgrades that were really interesting and thoughtful and made the game kind of more interesting to play in a strategic way, but also made the pacing like flow better. So we played this game. We thought it was good. And had a lot of the team play it. And then Aditya eventually, we asked him like, hey, let's reach out to this game studio and see if they can actually would be interested in helping us work on our prestige economy, which is what the Reality engine, the supercomputer running the game is kind of our equivalent prestige mechanic. So let me show you guys what that looks like. So this is the very old, this is the original Reality engine from 6 years ago. So if you played, you would get to the Singularity, and then you would unlock the Reality engine, and then this was another layer that you could continue to upgrade and keep playing. So this is what it looked like originally. Originally, the metabits were actually blue. I'd forgot.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, they're blue.
How
Uh,
OG. How many
I think
players
yeah, it's
remember
pretty old.
this or were around for this?
Zero, zero players.
Zero?
I forgot. It was a long time ago.
You also
And then
forgot.
I forgot. Yeah, and then this is when we updated it to the more modern form. So this is what most people were familiar with. But this is like the late game players are playing this. So we wanted to improve this, and we wanted to make it more fun to play later in the game, and we wanted to have more interesting upgrades, and we wanted to have a lot of upgrades. So this other studio kind of came like last year. Christos, the head game designer over there, came to visit us at our studio in New York, and we worked with him for about a week to brainstorm ideas, to talk about what some of the issues we were running into, and then he kind of helped us come up with a plan with our team to basically improve the late game and also make a foundation for the future of content in Cell Singularity. So what we did after the entire year is we basically updated the Reality engine. So if you've downloaded it, you've seen the new Reality engine. There are, yeah, this is kind of what it looks like
Yeah,
right
there's this,
now.
there's a
What?
not cool 4D cube now that's floating in the center. We got some strange looking converters as well.
And
I really love
one big issue.
the orange one. It looks like a big
Yeah, the orange
brain.
one's cool. Yeah, there was a 3D model that looked even more like a brain that I think we're going to get back into.
Oh,
Um,
Feedback live,
uh,
guys.
really iterative process.
let's see. I wanted to explain. So one, okay. So anyway, so big story. Like we teamed up with another studio because we needed more power. We needed more game design power to help us solve and really make the game more fun, for all of you. So we teamed up with that studio, and then one of the big problem we kind of ran into was at the center of it, like we had the metabit. So the metabit was the prestige currency that you got for playing the game. But we ran into a problem where metabits were produced by all the ideas you got, and all the entropy would turn into the metabits. What that meant, the problem was like because the civilization economy and the evolution economy are kind of very different. It meant that if a game designer added more civ content, it would mess up the economy for the evolution content. So we had this problem where we couldn't tune them together. So one initial decision we made is like, okay, we actually need to split the metabit into two different separate currencies. So earlier we were like, we're going to call metabits these entrobits, and then we were going to split ideas into a new currency called ideabit. Finally, we settled on we didn't want to say goodbye to the metabit, so we decided to keep the metabit around. It's now a purple new metabit. And then there's a new currency called knowledge, which powers the idea section of the game.
Cool,
Uh,
cool. Yeah.
so now that we'd split the currency in two, so we have a problem that a lot of players were encountering with the game is like once you played for a long time, you would stop earning prestige currency or you wouldn't earn it as fast. So we knew we wanted to make sure like players that are deeper and deeper into the game would always continue to increase the number of prestige amount that they were getting. So we also use this new concept of a converter, and the converter produces currency. It's different than how it used to be. Basically now the converters, as you earn more entropy in the world, you're going to fill up this bar, and every time the bar fills up, you'll convert basically this number of metabits into that currency, and then when you upgrade or reboot, then you'll get that you'll get that and you can spend it. But these converters, the goal is they make the game a lot more fun to play and to grind into, and the deeper you get, the more metabits you'll earn. But you can also like there's this concept of doing like a short simulation or a long simulation. So if I do a short one, I can still earn the metabits quickly, but I can also leave the game running for a few days and get like a really, really big payout. So it makes it more fun to play both styles of prestiging there. So the converter was really a big part of it. But then we also just wanted to add like a ton of new upgrades for people to unlock. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit, but this is kind of
Whoa.
This is like
That's
later in the game. So
many.
yeah, so we have a lot more upgrades. With the initial release, we have about 200 upgrades that are coming out with Amphibian expansion, but then we also have another 100 planned for the next 6 months. So the idea is every new update, we're adding a few more engine nodes for you to continue to grow and improve the simulation. So
Super
I want to
cool.
show you some of these I want to show you some of these upgrades in a minute, but first so Emily, I'm going to explain the XP system a little bit.
Yeah. So this is
I think
something new and is replacing the simulation score in players' profiles.
Yeah, so there used to be this number at the top of the game, and it was always there. It would say like 10, e to the 10 or e to the 12, and it basically just meant how many metabits you had earned. And it was a little confusing, and it was also unclear how to like increase that number, but it acted as kind of a global score. So we've changed it so this number now represents basically the total power of your simulation, and it does that through this idea of XP, or we call it research XP. And research XP is all the entropy and ideas you collect turn into this research XP, and then that's going to increase the number. And we spent a lot of time thinking about this because we wanted to find the best way for you just to play the game the way you want, but to always increase your level and your power level here. So I'm pretty far in the game. I'm kind of showing closer to end game right now at the Amphibians, but currently, I'm gonna speed up a little bit. So currently we're earning. Okay, I gotta go a little faster. So these are some of our debug tools here.
Showing how the sausage gets made.
Yeah, how the
Okay,
tuning
so
is
now,
done too.
so our tuning.
Yeah, that's how we play test.
Yeah, we have tuning tools that allow us to go a little faster. So right now I'm going at this speed, I'm earning XP, and once this blue bar fills up, I'm going to go to the next research level. And right now, so there's progress bar tells you how much XP you're making per second, and then how much you need to get to the next level. It also has an indicator of how much longer to the next time. And sometimes I'm sure you'll play and you'll see like it'll say like 200 days or like 100 days. And when you see that, that means you need to play more into the simulation to get your simulation more powered up. And then you're going to see that number go down very quickly. Sometimes you're going to want to reboot or upgrade to get more Reality Engine upgrades to also make them go faster. But I think we've recently added an explanation to say like, it basically says like, hey, if it's too far, like either reset and upgrade or like keep playing further to get it down. So right now it says I just need about 40 seconds left. So we're getting close to that. But so as I'm So as I'm playing, so this, and you can see this little blue bar, so that's going to fill up pretty quickly. Let's see, 43 seconds, 30 seconds.
Ooh.
So, so I'll just show, okay, while we're waiting for that, I'll show some of the cool things we worked on. I mean, here the Reality Engine, like, yep.
I was going to ask if you have a favorite upgrade in the Reality Engine.
Yeah, I got a lot of them. I think my favorites are capacitors, I think, and all. Once I reboot, we can buy some of those.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
here we go. So let's see if this works. It's supposed to flip over. So 2, 3, 1. Okay, cool. Awesome. Woo.
Whoa.
So this is kind of a new big moment when you do reboot. This you get a little cool sound effect. This arrow hits here. That means you've leveled up your simulation. So the accuracy of your simulation is increased. So now we can level up. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm at research level 55. I'm gonna tap. Now I'm at research level 56.
Wow. I love the
Yeah,
animation.
Impressive. And then I also get this new thing, which we're calling research chips. And so the research chips, these can be used to also increase your simulation in a really cool way. So I already have a bunch, but I can spend the research chips to increase idea power or entropy power. So I'm going to go ahead and boost my ideas because I think that's pretty important. Whenever you fill up 10 entropy or whenever you fill up 10, it's going to 2x the entire simulation. So right now it's actually boosting entropy by 600 times. So I have a lot of chips, so I'm just going to boost it one more time. I like to kind of balance out like a little bit of entropy and ideas. And then I still have some more chips because I'm coming back from a new save file because I hadn't played in a little while. And yeah, basically I just increased the entire simulation by like 3,000 points. So it's really fun like collecting these with each level, and then you can get a little strategic on when the next one is. So now that I've leveled up, it's actually a good time for me to reboot or end my simulation and restart again. So it says I have 26 upgrades I can get. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, so here we go. I'm going to upgrade. And this is going to tell me how much prestige currency I'll get on the reboot. So I'll go upgrade. And now it's going to shut down and restart. Here we go. We got our loading animation.
I know.
Okay, so now we're back online, and all that currency that I converted is going to go into my bank, and now I can spend it on upgrades here. So, as I mentioned, we added over 200 upgrades to this thing. So there's a lot of different types of upgrades, and they all do interesting things. So, like one new type of upgrade is upgrades that affect certain gardens. So this one right here is called Genesis Genome, and I'm not sure if you guys can see the pop-up on the side, but basically this will increase my all my land generators by 1,000%. So I just boosted up to 4,000 and then 16,000 for all land generators. And they have garden upgrades for the ocean, for the primordial soup, and also for the civilization stuff. One of the most powerful upgrades in the game is these capacitors. I'll show you guys these in a second, but the way these work is if you have every generator in the land garden, it's going to increase your power by 0.3%. So as you buy more like animals during a simulation, it's going to increase that power over the simulation. So it's a very powerful upgrade. We could probably see the boost later when we start it. So I'm going to go ahead and buy one of these. And then we also have upgrades that just power the metabits themselves. So this one here will improve the power of the metabit converters. So I was showing you this thing here. This will basically double the output of that converter, making it much more powerful. So it's a pretty good upgrade.
It looks like Semblance wants you to buy it too.
Yeah.
Yes. So one thing, there's a lot of upgrades. So it's easy to get overwhelmed and kind of maybe even a little confused, like, should I buy this? Should I buy that? Like, how should I weigh my options? And we also had a little trouble knowing. So what we did is we added a little Semblance suggestion here. So if you see the Semblance icon, that means Semblance is recommending this is probably a good purchase. You don't have to buy it, But she thinks it's not a bad thing to spend your bits on. So this is the suggestion, and I'll go ahead and take her advice on that. And she's got some pretty good ideas. She doesn't always pick the most optimized thing, but and sometimes she'll recommend you save up for something, because a lot of times it's good to save, but other times it's good to buy stuff from short run. So
Like in real life.
just like in real life, yeah. So and this is a good example right now. So I had a lot of currency from the last run, but I can buy this more expensive upgrade, which is going to quadruple my simulation speed. But I can also spend money on smaller things. So there's some upgrades are designed to be a little more expensive, like saving up, and then we have a lot of these stackable upgrades. If I can show. Yeah, we have these which are like stackable upgrades that are a lot cheaper. And the idea is if you have a little bit of currency left during a run, or you want to do a short simulation, you can like incrementally improve the power of something in your game. So those are some of the suggestions. And I'm going to go ahead and start the next simulation. And I'll get just to show how the converters work. So right now my converters, the way these things work is I have to fill up this bar. So to get my first meta bit, I got to get 2 million entropy. And I'll buy amino acid, and it's going to fill up very quickly because we're going pretty fast. But now this bar is like filling up, and with each time you fill, it's going to pay out this like 20,000 meta bits. And as I continue to increase the production, that bar will fill up faster, and you'll earn more. And this prevents the problem of like basically getting kind of blocked on increasing the entropy production. So that's the converters. I think we wanted to talk about. Oh, let me show you some stuff that's in the world. So I'll show some glitch tiles, Emily, and then I'll show the terminus chamber and some stat stuff.
Yeah. And one thing to note is we did make some changes where if you didn't spend all of your metabits and your knowledge in the reality engine, and you started the simulation, you can go back and spend them. You don't have to reboot in order to spend them.
Yeah, because there's so many choices to make, and it really is a little bit of strategy. You can still buy stuff anytime you want, as long as you have the currency. It's also useful to check on like the status of stuff. So my primordial capacitor here, this is one of the upgrades I mentioned. All these stats update in real time. It says I have 85 primordial generators, and it's showing it's boosting like 3x, which is not a lot. But if I go and buy more of these primordial generators, so if you remember, it said 85 a second ago. Okay, so I just bought thousands of these things. So it was 85 a second ago. Now it's 125, 122x.
Nice.
So it's kind of weird because as you're growing the simulation, also the power of the reality is increasing. So it kind of scales as you play. There's also another upgrade that scales as you play, and that's these time chamber upgrades. So these upgrades, the longer your simulation is, so we've only been playing it for 2 minutes, and we just have a small 2x 0.01 boost. If we played for a couple hours, that's going to increase. If you play for a couple days or don't touch the game for a couple days, that boost is going to get much more powerful. So just by not playing, if you're a casual player, you just check in every few days. You're also going to get rewarded for that with these time chamber upgrades, and we like those a lot. So in the game itself, there's also new types of things on the tree to discover. So let me get to let me get the dinosaurs. So, oh, it looks like I got some unlocks here. Oh, also while you're playing, we've added a lot more statistics. So on.
Ooh.
Oh, we got turtle. Some of the cutscenes.
Turtle.
we got some cutscenes triggering. Okay, here we go. I know there's something. I gotta get the snake.
You got another one.
You're almost there. Keep going.
Yeah, I know.
Almost there to snake. Almost there to snake. I think it's gonna show snake cutscene. Oh, it didn't. Okay.
Yes. Oh
All right,
wait.
here we go.
Oh.
Okay. Where the heck?
Oh,
Ah.
there's your
Okay.
cutscene.
All right. We gotta look at this viper. These guys are scary. That one's pretty cute. Okay. There should be one here. Okay, finally. Okay, good. So this is if you've been playing, especially if you play from the beginning, you'll notice a lot of these blue cubes on the screen, and these are called glitch tiles. These are other research nodes that get unlocked the deeper you get into the simulation. So the higher your simulation score goes, it allows you to unlock these things. So this one unlocked at level 54. So we'll go ahead and unlock this one. So we have a new discovery of a new glitch node, and it kind of looks iridescent. It's kind of pretty, and I'm going to unlock this thing. All right, it unlocked the Python, and you'll also notice the boost to snakes is kind of insane. So Python actually boosts snakes by, I don't even know. It's like what? I'm not sure what number that is, but the idea is the glitch nodes are like super powerful nodes that really change the power of the simulation. So because I got that one, now my snake is like really overpowered. And that change it makes generators that were older or not as powerful, much more powerful, and it kind of makes the economy a lot more dynamic. So generators that are older, they just become back. They're useful in the economy again. So it makes you rethink some of your strategy. Uh, so then I'll show. So I think I'll show the amphibian unlock and talk about the terminus chamber, and then we'll probably wrap up this segment.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
so so on the tree here. So this is kind of like the beginning of the amphibian content. So you can't unlock this guy until you get to level 55, and the idea is like some of the major milestones are locked behind these glitch nodes. So I've reached 55, so I'm going to click on this. And
ooh.
so I have decoded the amphibian glitch, and this is going to go into our updated terminus chamber here.
Oh man, I remember the old terminus chamber.
I
A vast
know.
improvement.
So it's going to take us back to the screen here, and like so we've decoded it, and now it starts the amphibian chapter. So I still have to play through to get to amphibians, but now it's unlocked, and I'm ready to do that. But
Cool.
whatever the terminus chamber though, it's part of your main goal. So it's in the research level tab at the bottom here, and you can kind of check on your progress of that.
Yeah, it's cool. Like if you were part
Uh,
of our beta test and alpha test, you've seen that we've made different iterations of the terminus chamber, and it's not even done yet. Like there will still be more changes and more to come.
and
Hmm.
uh, and then a few more things. Just quickly, so one thing we added is like we added tons of statistics. So each generator now, like I just mentioned, I unlocked the snake, and it got the Python. Basically, you can see how the breakdown of all the generators how they work. So the power of a generator is base production times the number of generators you have times all the multipliers. And there are a lot of multipliers for each generator, but you can also see which ones are the most powerful. And when we unlocked Python, that glitch node, it became basically the most largest power to that upgrade there. So you can see that in great detail. We also
I
have ton.
That's
Yep.
really handy information. Just saying, as someone who isn't personally like a big numbers gal type of player,
Yeah.
I think this feature is really cool.
And there's even more for folks that like numbers. There's even more stats in this new updated statistics tab, and you can see information about the current simulation, or if you want to look at just entropy production to see which one of your gardens is producing the most power, like the ocean garden, and then you can also get overall boost. So there's just a lot more visibility into the economy, what's powering it, and more information just to strategize. Uh, and then finally, on the more content side, we have added a lot of new logit and Darwinium animals that can boost the overall simulation. Um, one one other issue we had is like the augments. The augments used to be like if you bought an augment, like if you got a logit prize, if you bought it too late or too early, sometimes it would not affect the economy at all. It wouldn't give you a boost because it only helped out in the beginning of the game. We changed it so all the augment and Darwinian augments, they all give you simulation wide boosts. So I'm gonna unlock the tardigrade, which is probably might be my favorite new upgrade. There's a lot of cool ones, like the angerfish and anteater is really awesome. I'm gonna also do tardigrade for this one. So unlock tardigrade. So now the tardigrade becomes possible to buy, but it's going to increase the simulation by 0.1%. So it boosts the entire simulation. So it's basically always useful to unlock these things, whereas earlier they didn't have power. All right, there
That's
this
super
guy
helpful.
goes.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is in all his glory.
He's hanging out.
It's
We
huge.
he's big. We wanted to make him really because the truth is he should be like gigantic, but we made him bigger than everything else in here, and he hangs out in the primordial soup.
He's like the whale version
Yeah.
of the primordial soup.
I think we do have an inner. I think we need to move him so he's connected to the flatworm actually. So we have some. We got to move him so he's not attached to eukaryotic cell, but we'll get that eventually. We're always
Yeah.
updating. We're always learning more, or we're getting corrections. We're always trying to fix and improve all the evolutionary content. Yeah, but those are just some of the things we've added, and we just really want to set us up for the future of the game and the new content that we're going to be sharing. So Emily's going to be talking about the beginning of that content after our next segment. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Emily.
yeah. Yeah. And yeah, this is a lot of work. We've been hard in development ever since we finished the cheese event. It's been 8 months of grueling development work with the entire team to finish this. So I really hope everybody enjoys this new update. It is a lot. We will admit it is rather overwhelming at first, but play through it. A lot of the gameplay and mechanics are still the same. There's just a little more extra things that will make it more strategic, while still being on the casual side for those that don't really want to delve more into the strategy. Um, and we also have a lot of our players here who are willing to help you and talk you through some of the best strategies through the game. Cool. So with that, I did see some comments asking what was that gift icon on the top
Oh,
left screen of on
yeah. What
Andrew's
is it?
screen. So with that, I would like to share with you some of the prizes we're actually giving out to all of our players. So for many of you who are logging into Reality Reboot after updating, there will be a gift icon on the left side of your screen. So depending on the progress that you've had in your previous save, we've given out gifts to everyone. And these prizes are actually stacked, meaning that you will get all of these prizes as long as you've met the criteria for all of these sets of progression. So by default, all players, regardless of where you are in the content, you will receive a 3-day Infinity Pass. You'll also get an I Was Here achievement, and you'll also get an I Got Rebooted 2D profile icon set. Once you redeem the profile pack, all you have to do is go into your profile card and you will see the icons there. And this is exclusive to only players who are joining us after updating Reality Reboot. So yay! I hope everybody has redeemed it. Infinity Pass is amazing. I highly recommend.
Very
Uh,
nice selection of prizes there, I
I know,
must
I
say.
know. And then for those who have unlocked Singularity, which I believe many have, you'll also get the Semblance Head 3D profile icon. And if you equip it, and especially if you're playing events, you'll see Semblance's head floating as your avatar through the map. So it looks really cool. Definitely also another recommendation to show off to your friends who are getting into the game because they're not going to be able to get this, but you are because you've been with us for that long.
I really
Um,
hope that I end up in a lobby with people like for one of the events coming up, and then later, like we all find out we all have the semblance head, and we're all racing each other as like these creepy semblance heads just like floating around. That's my head canon.
oh man, that would be really cool. That would be really cool. Um, Yeah, and then another cool thing that I've already seen screenshots of people posting around is the golden earth. So this is a cosmetic for your earth when you first log into the game, and these are for anyone who has collected all of the primary generators, including Feliform. So again, this is stacked, so you will be receiving this in addition to all of the other prizes we mentioned if you've already hit that. So yeah, Golden Earth. It started as a joke between the team. It was suggested by a team member of ours, is Arnold, by the name Arnold, and we were like, but then it was like, this is too good to be a joke. Let's actually put it into the game, and there it is in its shiny glory. So definitely redeem it and equip it on your Earth and show off to everybody just how golden it really is. Um,
Awesome.
yeah. And then the ultimate prize, I guess, personally, I would call this the ultimate prize because these are the players who have essentially reached end content in the game. Well, before Reality Reboot, we have this really extra hard node in the Reality Engine called the Neutrino. And so for those players who have unlocked that, you will be getting a special neutrino artifact that will live inside the Reality Engine post Reality Reboot. It's really cool. It's going to be like a greenish yellow icon that will live right there, and you'll also get this neutrino achievement as well. And again, it is stacked. You will receive this. Make sure to click on the gift present box on the left side of your screen once you log in to the game after updating to Reality Reboot. And then, as a special thank you to all of our beta players who've been with us through this journey, we have a special thank you message featuring Andrew himself thanking you, as well as a cool beta achievement as well. And this applies to all of our beta players who have joined us, whether it was recently or 3 years ago, you are eligible for this special achievement. So thank you again, everybody, for joining us and for continuing to support us and making this game better and better and to evolve to its to be with us.
Yeah, we really appreciate all of our
Yay!
players. Whether you're a beta player and you've been in the trenches with us during a lot of stages of development, or if you're a player who enjoys just the new production build and you have been a fan with us for a long time or a short time, we're happy to have you all here. We're doing all of this for you, and we hope you enjoy this new content. It's been a labor of love these past several months.
Yeah. So definitely redeem these prizes. These are all for you. There is also no time limit to redeeming these prizes. So as soon as you log in, you will be able to receive these prizes. And I am seeing in the chat there are some people who are not able to receive them. So please email support so that we can help you and make sure you get those prizes. Cool. So. And one thing I want to talk about next is something that has happened prior to Reboot. So we had this event that was running for about a week, and before the launch of Reboot, and it escalated, right? Um, before the
Escalated
launch is
I feel like such a quite the term to say that.
I know, right? It was
Yeah.
quite an escalation. In fact, like, well, the escalation was so good. Like, we just had to ask our players to send us some of the cool screenshots they found in their games, like some of the visual anomalies that were occurring into their game. And so we looked at all of this, and Andrew was like, "We need to give prizes. These are too good." And so, as another gift to all of you, the team took our top 10 screen. We went through the Discord, Reddit, and socials, and we picked our top 10 screenshots that we liked the best. The team voted on it, and we're giving prizes for those top 10. So, first, I'd like to show the first top 7. These are the screenshots. They look really good. I mean, I personally love the Beyond one. It is so good.
I
Um,
think a lot like there I see there are a couple ones that I voted for in there. I just was like, "Oh, these are like pieces of art. I would put this in a frame and hang it on my wall."
I know. And I've seen comments from a lot of players being like, dang, I wish this was permanent. Like, can we just get it as a
Hmm.
cosmetic? Like, I would have this as a cosmetic, especially like the pink blue color scheme, but I'm also biased. Um, so for these players, we will be giving out 1,000 Darwinium cubes. So yay! Congrats to these seven players. Again, this is a surprise. This was not an official contest. We were just like random idea. These are cool screenshots. We should give prizes. Uh,
We love to
we,
award player participation outside of the game.
yeah, yeah, and we'll be reaching you out individually to give these prizes. A lot of these players are from Discord, so Aditya, our head Discord mod, will be messaging you to give you your prizes. And then I did say we chose 10, right? So these are seven. So so next is the top three, the team voted to be our ultimate favorites. So these are the three. Ta-da! Congrats to
Woo!
I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher your names right now. I'm gonna congrats to Chivito, Toasted Gaming, and Selffight. You've won 5,000 Darwinium cubes and a 7-day Infinity Pass.
Oh, that is
Woo!
so much. That's the most
Flooding
we've
the
ever
economy
given.
already. Like
Ever.
I
Yeah, my
know,
favorite is
right?
I love the panda one. That one just really looked really great with the clock in the background. That was my favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like the ice cave. It looks like they're trapped inside and they're like, anyone? Anyone at all?
I
Help
know,
me.
right? It's like we're already depicting the ice age already here in the
Yeah.
screenshot. Yeah. But yeah, so again, congrats to the to our 10 winners. We will be reaching out to you separately based on the different socials that we found your screenshot from. So look out from a message from us. If you do not hear from us, feel free to message support and we'll get back to you as well. Cool. So with that, we have reached the first half of the show. Although it's already 47 minutes past.
Oh man.
We're giving out our first Darwinium cube, and then we'll also be doing Q&A. So with that, can people guess what our first code is?
I think our Discord members probably have a leg up on possibly even remotely having a chance of guessing what
Let's
this
see.
could possibly be.
Yeah, when let's see when I think if Semblance visited the Discord during the glitching, and sometimes Semblance would speak in another language, but
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
computer language.
We're giving way too many hints.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, if you were a part of the AMAs, again, you have a leg up.
Yes. Cool, cool. Awesome. Well, so far, I am not seeing any correct guesses, which is great because we want this to be as complex as possible. So, with that, our first Darwinium code is 01110010. Yes,
Yeah, talk about complex.
I know, right? Right. One person guessed it on Twitch. Nathaniel. Yes, you're right. It's in binary, but what is
Nice.
binary? So
Yeah.
this is it. So for those who are asking how to redeem this, if you go into the hamburger menu, the settings menu, and you go into help, scroll to redeem code, you'll be able to redeem it there. This is pretty straightforward. You just type in the numbers, and you'll get 15 Darwinium cubes. Yes, that is
Yes.
correct, Alejo.
You put 01110010.
Yes. And you'll get 15 Darwinium cubes. So, yay!
Woo! And yeah, that's correct. It's a lowercase r in binary.
Yeah.
R for reality or for reboot, whatever suits your
Dang.
fancy.
Cool, Marius. I'm glad you also guessed it right. Marius from YouTube also guessed binary too.
Nice.
Cool. So with that, let's go into Q&A. There were a lot of questions that were being asked in the middle of the stream. So I don't think we can scroll all the way up there. So if you have some questions, feel free to repost them now and we will answer it.
I know that one person on Discord, Dark Center 124, has been asking about the legacy crystal. So we
Yes.
should probably talk about that. We should definitely address it.
Yes. So so if anybody knows what that is related to, it's actually related to a system that we had called Legacy Protocol. And so what it allowed players to do was it allowed players to reset their primary simulation only and their reality engine as well. It does not affect your progress from Mesozoic Valley beyond and explore events. So this gave players who are at endgame to have an opportunity to replay the primary simulation over again. And it used to live in the simulation panel of the Reality Engine. So that feature still exists. It's just now in a more pared down form. It is actually in the settings menu under help and delete. And to under help, there should be a reset simulation there. So that does still exist. It does not give out the previous rewards we gave with it, which was the legacy crystal.
Yeah.
So,
And we're gonna try to we kept debating on how to do that feature, and we actually still want to get it into the game, so we're going to be trying to get that in shortly. But
yeah,
for now, if you do want to start from the beginning, as Emily mentioned in the help menu, there is a option to reset the simulation, which will keep all your other stuff like your dinosaur, beyond, and badges, but you can still play through the main game. Um, but if you want to wait a few weeks, we might have an update to that too.
yep. Cool. So let's go through some new questions. So let's see. Oh, so a popular question on YouTube by Ender MCYT is, why are cyborgs, superhumans, and humanoid colonists deleted?
Yeah, so those are going to get unlocked later in some future content. We wanted to because we want to tell the whole story of civilization. Basically, they come later in the story, so it was weird for them to show up so early. So we had to kind of take those out, and we're going to be putting them in later. If you're playing and you're at least past the singularity, you'll notice there's some incubating nodes there's one to the very top of the tree and one to the side. Those represent some of the new content that's going to be coming over the next couple months.
Yeah, that isn't
Yeah,
something you can unlock currently in the game.
and you can actually get a preview of what content's coming up next in the event tab. If you scroll to the very bottom, you'll see the next two content expansions listed there.
Yep. And I've noticed in the comments that there are still some players playing in alpha or some of the previous like beta projects or umbrella
Sure.
project branches that we've had. So we have sunsetted alphas and some of the other miscellaneous branches. So the only branches that are active now is beta and the main game.
Yeah.
So if you, oh yeah, Andrew.
Yeah, so if you're in one of those other branches, definitely move to either the beta branch or just production. If you were playing on the Android Alpha app, we really thank you for playing that. That was really helpful for us to test the game. You can still transfer your progress. So if you are on the Alpha app and want to transfer that, you're gonna have to upload or make a transfer save account, and then basically upload it there, and then you can download that save to the main game. So that I would do that.
Cool, cool, cool.
Nice. On Twitch, I know we have a question from let me see. Oh, I had it. Oh, everyone's asking a bunch of questions. Wow.
I know.
Thank you everyone for your participation. Sign of Nature 03 asks, I feel like the Mesozoic Valley is neglected. Will it get more content or remade or something?
Yeah, it's definitely getting neglected. I would agree. A lot of people love the Mesozoic Valley. We do too. I think it is. We'd like to get some small stuff there next year. But we at the moment we don't have. Our main plan right now is basically finish the primary sim, so tell the rest of that story, and then revisit other branches later. So,
Yeah.
So sorry, Mesozoic Valley.
Yeah.
I do feel everyone's pain as soon as I
Yeah.
see a comment being like, please revisit Mesozoic
Yeah.
Valley because it's my favorite side simulation too.
Yeah. But
I started on the team when it was released, so I have a very bond with Mesozoic Valley and all the dinosaurs in there. Um, yeah, again, like just keep asking us, and we'll let you know when we can. But right now, we've been in reality reboot land,
Yeah, yeah. And
so
this same answer applies to the Beyond. I am seeing similar questions about when is the Beyond going to have an update.
yeah.
Don't worry, we will pick up Beyond again once we finish some of the content that we've planned for after Reality Reboot. So, just also as a let people know, Reality Reboot is not just one expansion that came out right now. It's actually going to be a series of new content that's coming out for the next 6 months. So we've already planned most of the content that we would like to receive in the coming year. So we'll see. We'll see what we can squeeze in the middle of all of that, essentially.
Yeah, and Beyond, we now that we've at least finally got this out, we are going to have more time to finish the Beyond. I think if there's only a few more chapters left, and then we want to do something for the finale. So yeah, Beyond is on our minds.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Cool. And then I see someone asking about our new roadmap. There was a roadmap actually. If you go
Oh yeah.
to the Reality Reboot patch notes, there is a consolidated roadmap of what we are working on in the next few months. So that should give you an idea of what we're working on next. Cool. All right. So we are done with the first Q&A session. Thank you everyone for all of your questions. We will have a second Q&A towards the end of the stream, so save your questions for there. So with that, I hope everybody got a screenshot of this code. We will remind everybody what the codes is later, and all players will also remind each other what the codes are. So next, we will be delving into some new content that came out with Reality Reboot.
Oh, my guys, my little long-legged, jumpy, very moist guys. Hi, everyone. I guess this is where I'll jump in and start talking about some of the new content that comes along with Reality Reboot. I saw a couple questions in the chat asking about what's that mysterious glitch node on the tree towards the beginning of the game, and that is this little guy right here, these little amphibians that you can unlock. They are unlockable starting at research level 55. And then you'll notice a new node that comes in that leads to it, branching off from Tetrapod. So I mean, we can start I'm going to say jumping into it. And I don't mean for it to be like frog related. It's just a happy accident.
It's a great accident, actually.
Great. So yeah, we're just literally going to jump into this content here. So as I said, you start at tetrapod and then you go from moist skin. You can see right here, we had watertight epidermis and scaled epidermis, and we were like, well, frogs, they have really like moist skin. They have permeable skin because they actually breathe and drink water through their skin. That's a defining trait of amphibians. And they're very sensitive too. I can even read the tooltip. I wrote all of the tooltips for the amphibian branch. So this is just a little sneak peek of what to expect as you learn about frogs and all of our other amphibian friends as you progress through the tree.
And we're so happy we finally got this in. This was like, people have been asking for amphibians for years now. So to actually put it in the game and release it with this reboot was good.
Yeah, I am not an expert by any means on frogs or amphibians as a whole, but I've learned a lot. I mean, I'm a biology enthusiast, very passionate about animals, and being able to learn more about them, I definitely have a newfound appreciation for them, and I'm excited to share that passion I've developed for them with all of you. I'm just going to read this tooltip because I think it's very interesting, and moist skin is definitely a little bit of like an intriguing / cringy node, so I feel like it's a fun one to lead off with. Amphibians breathe and drink through their thin, permeable skin. This is a never-ending job, requiring frequent epidermal wetting in order to function. mucus glands keep the body moist, but pollutants threaten survival. So yeah, they have these mucus glands on their skin that help trap the moisture. Um, Amphibians all start in the water. At least for the most part, there are always some species that have some kind of an exception, I've learned through all of my research. Mainly rain frogs, which we actually feature in the amphibian tree. But basically, yeah, a lot of amphibians, they start in the water. Their eggs are laid in there, whether it's on the surface of the water or in it. A lot of them often have a larval stage where they're in the water and they'll either stay there or they'll be able to go on land. And we wanted to represent kind of some of that journey through all of the different groups, or the big major groups of amphibians. Sadly, we didn't get to include all of them because we have limited space, but we tried to feature what we could based on what's popular, what we thought would speak to you guys, and what our own team thought was cool. So yeah, again, we'll jump right in. This is the amphibian generator right here. Were you going to say something, Andrew?
Oh, it's always a little bit of a popularity contest because we can only choose so many animals, and
Yeah.
But it's okay. Maybe one day it might be a larger prize or an online prize.
Who knows? Again, like there's the players, you have some power. So if there's something that ends up we notice being like highly requested by the masses, we're like, oh, maybe we should add that in later.
Yeah.
But to start, we ended up going with the toad, which for anyone here who might also be a frog enthusiast, is a frog. Like I used to think frogs and toads are different, are just different, right? Like they're not the same type of animal. But no, toads are a frog, but not all frogs are toads. So that's just a fun tidbit right there for anyone who didn't know. So internally, he's named Todd the Toad. Let me see if I can actually find him in the garden here. There he is.
Aww. Cute.
Toad croaking his little vocal sack, looking for a mate.
It's all alone right now.
Chilling by the crocodiles. Yikes. Look out, Todd. Okay. So now I'll jump into the new content. As soon as you unlock Amphibian, one of the first nodes you'll be able to unlock is leaping, which leads to frog, because that's a pretty defining characteristic of a frog. I think we can all agree, even though some frogs can leap better than others, because toads have short legs, which you will learn if you read the tooltips. We got, look at all these different nodes we could buy. How about I can ask in the chat, what node do you want me to buy out of these three options? We got bullfrog, bumpy bodies, and toxic warning. They're all really cool.
Let's give a minute for the chat to answer, because there might be a delay.
I'll give them a minute.
Yeah.
But I did mention earlier that rain frogs are going to be in the amphibian tree, which has been quite a favorite of our team, and I think has been popular on social media as well. It's these little guys. Here, I'll move it off so you can see it better. I don't think we'll be able to unlock it in this demo right now, but you basically get to unlock shovel feet, the node, and that leads to rain frogs. The defining characteristic of rain frogs is that they have these, I think they're called metatarsal, it's actually in metatarsal tubercles, which are like these big bumps or calluses almost on the heels of their feet that act as shovels. So they shovel backwards into the dirt and create little tunnels.
Gotcha.
And when I said, like, a lot of them are also live in the desert. So again, like I said, there's always an exception to every rule. So I feel like rain frogs have left me puzzled because I'm like, oh, amphibians are supposed to live like near like bodies of water. And rain frogs, they come out during the rain, but they normally live under the dirt in these tunnels, which I find absolutely fascinating.
So the chat for both Twitch and YouTube seem to be overwhelmingly in favor of toxic followed
Ah,
by.
good choice, everyone. I wonder what
Oh,
this could lead
oh
to.
man, what is that?
Oh, whoa, what is this? So, like Andrew mentioned earlier, we added some new Logit and Darwinium augment prizes for people to redeem. I know a lot of late game players, especially, have been requesting more content to unlock with their stockpile of currency. So, we decided to add some of that into the game in Amphibians. And so, one of them that you can get with Logits right here is the Poison Frog. This one we decided to feature because it's a unique kind of frog. It's a frog that lacks webbing in its on its hands, unlike a lot of other frogs. The rainforest tree frog actually also lacks webbing, but that's because they
Ooh.
don't need to live near a body of water. They have like sticky toe pads that allow them to hop up and down all different kinds of surfaces, like we represented in the garden. You can just see him
Ooh.
like hopping up and down. Yeah, and you'll be able to see him
Cute.
living in your rainforest biome in the land garden.
And what makes them poisonous? Like, how do they become poisonous?
That's a very good question. You'll also be able to see that in the tree. If you go to your toxic warning node, I can actually read that out loud as well. One of the deadliest animals in the world, poison frogs metabolize their venom from toxic mites, ants, or beetles. Pair it with aposematic coloration, and these frogs visually explain why they should be left alone. So basically, they paired their really bright colors, saying, like, hey, I'm poisonous, don't eat me, with their actual poison that they get from ingesting poisonous insects primarily. Their diet consists of mites, ants, and beetles. And yeah, you don't want to mess with these little guys.
Yeah, they're cute. Good to have in your game.
Do
They
you
are
have to,
cute, that's for sure.
if you touch them, will you get poisoned, or you have to eat the frog?
No, it's a poison. Or like if you touch them, um, it'll seep into your skin.
Wow.
So yeah, don't
Whoa.
do it. Again, highly toxic. I do know, and this was a fun fact I left out because I know I'm sorry if it's a little bit of a bummer, but they are popular amongst poachers and they are illegal pets that are popular for people, and they feed them non-toxic insects, so they lose their toxicity.
Oh,
So
Wow.
yeah, I left that one
Wow.
out because I thought everyone would be bummed, but there's other bummer facts in here too. But yeah, I guess interesting to say at the very least.
Wow. So
yeah.
they lose their color if they don't eat the poisonous
The
insects.
color
That's
stays.
oh, the color stays.
I'm sure if you did this for however many years, evolution would take course and then be like, oh, all of these frogs are losing their toxicity. They don't need this color anymore. So I think over time, if you bred them to not have toxicity, they might lose their coloration, but they have coloration to pair with the toxicity to
Hmm.
alert prey that they shouldn't be eaten. And we
Yeah.
also have bumpy bodies that leads to toad. So
Dude.
don't worry, toad lovers. You have more than just your happy little toad friend over here. And a fascinating node that leads to another really cool group of amphibians is limb regeneration. So a lot salamanders have the ability to regenerate their limbs. At least most do. Like I said, there's always exceptions. And then that leads to salamander. And then here you'll see it branches off into two separate categories. So a lot of salamanders actually stay within the water from their larval stages, and they keep those traits in order to stay there. Um, so that's what neoteny is. And I'll read that one out too because it's fun. Why not? While newts pursue a semi-terrestrial life, other salamanders biologically rebel. They do this by maintaining larval traits such as external gills or dorsal fins in order to remain aquatic for their full life cycles. And I know we've gotten a lot of requests from players to add a certain amphibian into the game. So if you are a fan of this particular amphibian, you might be freaking out a little bit right now because you recognize those gills. Yes, they are These little guys, axolotls, are attached to neoteny. So once you progress further through amphibians, you'll be able to unlock uh, axolotl in the augment store.
Yay! Those are cute. But
Yeah,
also, don't make them pets.
no, yeah, very, very highly and critically endangered in the wild. But the pink axolotls that everyone is very familiar with actually aren't in the wild. They can only be bred in captivity because they've been bred to maintain certain genes, which I'll show you in the Miro board after this. And then salamander will branch off to semi-aquatic to lead to newts, which honestly I think after doing all this amphibian research, newts have become one of my favorite amphibians. It's just like there's such a diverse group. There's so many different species of newts, and so many of them are so cool. There's this one newt called the great crested newt that's really big, like really territorial, has like all of like these great like frills on his dorsal fins. You know what? I'm just gonna show you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's see it.
So this is our amphibian research board. Actually, it's not the full one because all of the life content that we've been researching is on one board, and I didn't want to spoil what's to come after this. So we're just focusing on amphibians for this stream. Let me find the great crested newt. Is he here? Let me see. Oh, this guy right here. Oh,
Ooh.
ain't he beautiful? Yeah, he gets these frills during mating season, and then he dances uh, in the pond or the lake, where he sees other great crested newts being like, "Hey, ladies, look at me! Aren't I beautiful? You want to mate with me for sure." But these frills are temporary, kind of like the Indian bullfrog that we featured as well, where you can see down here, this is what he usually looks like when it's not mating season. But then when it becomes mating season, he's like, all right, I better crack out my best outfit here. And he becomes yellow and turns his vocal sacs blue while croaking his beautiful mating song.
Also
So
cute.
sorry for nerding out there for a hot minute. I
No,
just
it's
really
okay. Our
like,
players are getting
they're so
diabetes
cute.
from all the cute frogs that are appearing here.
Speaking of cute frogs, we got your rain frogs right here. So yeah, expect to see this little cute guy as you progress through amphibians and to learn a little bit more about their own mating habits because it's honestly really cute. I was like, okay, there's always something that ruins it, you know, when you learn about a new species of animal where you're like, oh, they do this weird thing, and you're like, oh, okay. But and I was waiting for that to happen with rain frogs. Didn't happen. They're just adorable.
Yeah, like one of our players is even suggesting we have skins for the frogs. So
Oh,
maybe we don't have a larger prize. We just have like skins, and then Toad, the
Oh yeah.
frog, can have a different outfit.
Didn't Olga
oh,
want to do
that's
like different
cool.
different colored frogs or something with the poisonous one?
Yeah, no, that honestly, that would be really fun to like provide skins for different animals. Yeah, but like poison frogs, there's so many different color variations, and we honestly had a hard time deciding what to do. We really wanted to provide more than one that you could unlock, but that would have been a little too complicated. But like, look at all of them. This little speckled guy. Oh, I love like the black and yellow ones. Yeah, Olga has pulled so many great resources together, especially visually, when looking for tooltips or for like the tooltip icons.
Yeah, yeah. But you also did a really great job, Emily, writing all of these tooltips, right? You went from marketing to now being part of the content team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still on the marketing team. I did do the branding for Reality Reboot and the trailer, but it's been a lot of fun, like stretching my wings and being able to how show more of the passion that I have for animals and just like our natural world in the game itself. So that's been really, really fun.
Yeah, and you're going to do more of that, right, in the future. Amphibians is not the only thing you're writing. You're working on more.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Actually, there might even be a little bit of a sneak peek in the game currently. So if you go to the event tab, and then you scroll all the way down, we have a little tab showing highlighting some upcoming content that you can expect. So we have Scientific Revolution in the middle here, which is going to be the first Civ update uh, after Reality Reboot. And we, oh, what's this at the bottom? Oh, whatever could
Uh,
that be? I mean, the name's right there, so
Yeah.
it's a dead giveaway. But what kind of mollusk could that be? Whoa!
Yeah, those are.
Um,
I'm really excited for the mollusks because it's such because we did all like kind of the more well-known animals like mammals, and so it's really fun to get some of the animals that don't get as much love or appreciation, and they're really strange and weird and have all these unique characteristics. So
yeah.
amphibians are great. I'm really excited for mollusks. They're
Oh
weird.
yeah. I feel like everyone on the team has their favorite section that we've been researching. So I'm honestly really looking forward to mollusks too. I don't really have a favorite. I love them all. They're
aw.
all unique in different ways. For amphibians, it's the whole journey. A lot of it is like about how they're delicate but also very surprising. If you read some of the achievements too, I have them in. Oh, sorry about that.
Ooh. Love your background
That's
though.
thank you. That's my desktop background. I have some of the achievement tooltips here, and one of them I talk about how you know how I feel like frogs have kind of become a stereotype of like, oh, they only eat flies because you only see that in cartoons where they have like a big long stretchy tongue that gets a fly. But really their tongue is stretchy, but what makes their prey stick to it is their saliva because it's really sticky. Um, and then I also found out a frog can eat something bigger than the size of its mouth. And it is very much, it doesn't discriminate based on what it would eat. It's like, you're an insect? Great. You're like a little mollusk? Great. Oh, you're a mouse? Great. Food, that's dinner time. Like, oh, you're another frog? I'm eating well tonight. Like I saw some weird videos, some weird documentaries where I just saw a frog eat a mouse whole and I was like, I did
Wow.
not know this.
Well, yeah. Now you do.
Yes, now you do. And also a sneak peek at uh another kind of amphibian that I think is really out of this world, very alien-like, is the Sicilian. I've been calling it Sicilians. It is not Italian. It is just a limbless amphibian that looks a lot like a snake and a worm. And that's very like end of the amphibian tree. So I hope you enjoy Sicilians when you unlock those.
Yeah, this is my first time hearing it called Say Silly. I have
Yeah,
to watch what I was gonna
Sicilian.
say because I was
I
gonna call
know.
it the other one.
I know. I've been calling it Sicilian this whole time during the research stage. Everyone can blame me. That was my bad.
Aw, it's okay. It's all right. Um, cool. So with that, I believe we are towards the end of our segment, but we have one more code to share and another Q&A. So with that, can anyone guess what our second Darwinium code is?
It may or may not be something I said in this segment.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious it's going to be related to
Yeah,
the amphibian content. But what
yeah.
exactly is will be
Oh,
interesting.
Sicilian would have been a really great code.
Oh man,
I'm
it would
kicking
be
myself
too
a little bit.
easy. It's too
Would
easy.
it though? No one knows what a Sicilian is.
Well, someone already did on Twitch.
Well, I did just say what it was, but yeah, fair.
Okay.
Give
It's
some
Oh
clues.
man, that's funny.
these are some
Someone,
good guesses.
yeah, my favorite was like Kiss the Frog by Numbers Man.
Oh,
But
that's
no, it's not.
adorable.
But no, it's not. All right, we're not gonna keep you waiting. The code is moist skin.
Ooh,
Oh,
so
it's
moist.
the first node you unlock into amphibians. Mexapod said ew. um,
Ew and whelp I'm seeing in the chat.
right. So everyone will get 15 Darwinium cubes with moist skin. So in total, once you've redeemed all your codes, you'll get 30 Darwinium cubes. And oh, someone says cursed code.
Yeah, that's why we did it.
I know, right? Like, we've been doing these live streams for a while, and I feel like players just guess the code way too easily. So we're trying to have some
Exactly.
creative ways just to spin the code. So
I think the
yes,
binary one is still my favorite, though.
I know, right?
That's my new favorite for sure.
It's really complex and hard. All right, it's Q&A time. So for the players who want to ask some questions but didn't get a chance to for us to address, feel free to post your questions now.
Someone is saying moist skin didn't work.
It should. I tested it earlier. The server might be overloaded because a lot of people are typing it, but yes, it should be in
maybe
all
Yeah,
caps.
it's working for some people, but not for some, or not for some people. So, yeah, it looks like it might just be, wait a second.
Yeah, also it needs to be in all caps. So moist skin in
Yes.
all caps, no spaces. Cool.
Someone was asking, would Caecilian be pronounced Caecilian?
Caecilian.
No, it is not Caecilian. I know this because I was talking with my dad, who's a scientist, and I said Sicilian, and he said, "Do you mean Caecilian?" So I trust him.
Yeah. All right. So let's go. Let's see some questions. Uh, let's see.
Yes, make sure that you type in your codes with all caps, everyone. And if it doesn't work, then try again in a couple minutes.
So when will insects be added?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Will we
feel a little
add
outed right
insects? I
now.
don't know. I mean, like, we
Yeah.
are adding new chapters of life. So amphibians is the first new chapter of
Yeah.
life, and then mollusks, right? So who
Yeah.
knows? It might come out in the future. I don't know.
Yeah, let's just say there's some very, very big chapters of evolution that are still not there, and well, I hope, yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. This same answer applies to the person who's asking about plants.
yeah,
Nice.
they're also part of evolution. So
I mean, I did
we'll
say
see if
six
they're
months of content, right?
yeah.
Like, who knows what
No.
these next 6 months are going to be.
There's a lot to be excited about, so stay tuned.
Yes, stay tuned. It is only the beginning. This update is only the beginning of many big things to come.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Oh, someone asked, can we get more things to buy with Logits? I have thousands.
Oh wow, you've been
That's
saving up. Yeah, we're gonna
wow.
we should have another thing next month. So yeah, we're gonna try to add monthly. We'll try to add new Logic prizes and Darwinian prizes.
Yes,
But
yes.
yeah, you got a good amount in the bank. So we'll try to get some new things in there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this also answers the question of why we added so many Darwinium and Logit prizes. It's because we have a lot of endgame players who have amassed thousands of Darwinium cubes and Logit prizes, and there have been a lot of requests throughout the years and months to add more prizes, and so we've added that. It is a lot for newer players coming in to see so many prizes, but for all of our longtime players, this is for you. Cool. Uh, there are so many more questions on YouTube. Oh, Someone asks, what were the big glitches? What the big glitches are? I guess that question is related to the glitch event, what exactly that was supposed to mean.
Oh,
Yeah, I
like,
think it the lead up to Reality Reboot release.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
That's what
why?
the glitches were.
Yeah, why? Yeah, why did that happen? So we did have a little bit of lore that we put into the Steam, but kind of the story was there was like an external force that was trying to prevent the simulation from getting stronger, uh, and and Semblance wanted the simulation and the reality engine to get bigger and more powerful. So in the process of like upgrading it, it caused the whole simulation to kind of glitch out and freak out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And if you're curious learning more, there's some lore in the Steam notes and on Reddit
Yeah.
that we posted.
So definitely check it out. I don't know, I don't think that event will ever come back. It was a one-time event for
Probably
this
not.
special
Yeah.
update.
Yeah, if you do some digging on the Discord, on Steam, uh, on the internet too, you'll probably find some cool Easter eggs here and there. So
Yeah.
just saying.
A lot of players are asking about the web version. Will Reality Reboot be on the web?
That's great to ask. Yeah. So actually, I think it might. I don't want to promise 100%, but it might be coming out today. This morning before the stream, they were testing the web version and making sure it was working good. So hopefully it'll be later today. We'll make a announcement, but yeah, we have not forgotten the web players. It should be coming soon.
Yes. Pug UI asks, will the paid upgrade starter CPU and ID accelerator be taken into account? Oh my goodness. When creating the leaderboard, because otherwise it would be unfair to the non-paying people.
Yeah, there is a little. It's true. It is a little unfair. You still have to play a lot to get high up in the leaderboard. But yes, yeah, if you have the starter CPU, you do get a small advantage.
Yeah, so right now the leaderboard is temporarily down, partly because one, we need to give more time for people to get used to the new system and understand the research level, while at the same time on our back end, we're trying to account for all of these different possibilities, especially since we've introduced new paid upgrades. So we will announce when the leaderboard comes out and some what are some of the subsections we've added to account for that.
Yeah, hopefully leaderboards will be back on in December in our next major update.
Yep. Cool. I've seen this question being asked multiple times. So this might be a more of a technical question. So Wolfie asks, any plans on helping link mobile and computer and laptop data? Basically, Play Store, App Store on Steam. Thanks, I love your game.
Yeah, so we do have the save manager, which allows you to upload saves and download saves. We did, with this update, we did add a Google sign in, so you can sign in with a Google account. I think it also, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it also does, if you're signed in, it will upload that save automatically, the current one, but it doesn't download it. So if you're playing on your phone, it should be automatically uploading it, but it won't, if you play it on Steam, like it won't automatically download it. If that's something a lot of people request, we could probably do something like that. But right now, you have to manually upload, you have to manually download it at least, and log in with I think Google Play.
Yeah. Let's answer one more question, this time from Twitch. Um, the big glitch after the Mars terraformation, it's maybe the start for a mission to build a Dyson sphere on the sun? Question. So I guess Andrew,
Oh,
there's this big
Yeah.
glitch at the very top there. Is that the Dyson sphere? I guess someone is asking.
So it's not the Dyson Sphere yet. We've talked about getting there eventually, but yeah, we're going to continue the story that we left off of terraforming Mars. Um, a lot of people have recommended we terraform Venus, so we're thinking about stuff like that. We do eventually want to get to the Dyson Sphere level stuff. There's a little bit more civilization content we have to get through. So if you saw in the events panel, like scientific revolution is next, and then we're going to continue that story and eventually get back to Mars in the future.
Yep. Cool. And then I am seeing a bunch of messages of some issues players are receiving. Please make sure to either message on Discord, we have a bug reporting channel, or message our support team so we can individually help you
We,
with some of those issues.
and we yeah, and we actually have a release. We have a hot fix coming out hopefully today. I know on Steam there's a lot of crashing with the geodes and the dinosaurs. Sorry, we messed up the dinosaurs again. That is, we have a fix coming out hopefully today, and then there's also a lot of small improvements there too. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully we'll fix the bug you're talking about.
Yep. Yep. Cool. Awesome. Well, and that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. I know it was long, but we also had a really big update, and we
Yeah.
also have not been live streaming for a while. So I hope
Hmm.
everybody was able to get the two codes. If you were not able to get it right now, make sure to get it later. They will be around for a long time, so don't worry, they're not going anywhere. You'll get 30 Darwinium cubes in total. We will have another live stream at the end of the year. If you've been with us for a while, you'll know that we have a yearly tradition where we have the M&M and now the M show because we have a new person joining us, Maddie, and so we will have an end of year live stream to go over all the cool stuff we released this year. So again, thank you so much everyone for joining us. It's been a pleasure. We hope to see you again. Bye.